do sort of erotic scenes with me while we're shooting. And he never does. This is the only place that it ever works out. This is Hitch. How did this happen?
I don't know. I'd rather read your resume and bio from 1990.
Yeah. Oh man.
I don't know. Okay. So, all right. These are two scripts. We don't need these. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this because
Because we're professionals.
Oh wait, I have a question for you, Misha.
Yeah, I'd love to hear
In your opinion,
yeah.
why
Yes.
do we prank you?
I actually honestly think that it's because you're afraid of me. Does that resonate with you as true?
Does that help you?
Yeah. Why do you think that you prank me? I know it's not because it's funny or satisfying.
I said we feel comfortable enough to prank you as maliciously as we do because we like you the best.
Oh, that's really sweet. My grandmother used to hit me and say, I do it because I love you.
That just sounds like a really awesome way to be.
It's great. Yeah, that's a really weak excuse.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go. Here's the problem with this scene. I don't remember it at all. Do you know what this is referencing?
Oh, we're just gonna read this. Cold read. It's called a cold read in our neck of the woods.
Yeah.
Okay. Who do you want to be?
I want to be Hitch.
Of course you do.
I had a really
Racist.
It's true. I always get the black rolls.
Okay.
Hey, I had a really nice time last night out.
I had a great time too, Allegra, with a beard.
Hold on, I'm not understanding things here.
What do you mean?
I'm just not 90. I'm just not feeling like you want it. Look, I mean, I'm Allegra Cole, the woman of your dreams. Why did I pick the woman again? Damn it! The woman whose green eyes are liquid pools of desire. Now show me the magic, Albert. Show me the... Guys, we were in the middle of making out.
Middle of the scene. Right now.
What the hell was that?
I'm showing you the magic.
No, I said come 90, and then I'll come 10. You don't go the whole 100. My mouth was open, Albert. You over-eager son of a bitch!
I mean, other than that, I wasn't.
Some stage directions here. Bear with us. It's the same... Oh, yeah. I'm starting to get what this scene is about. Yeah. I had a really nice time.
I had a great time too, Allegra, with him. What's up?
Oh, I'm not feeling it.
What do you mean? Oh, this is the same scene.
I know, I'm confused.
Oh, this is 3 copies of the exact same page. Why were we sharing the page?
We just got tricked into doing the scene twice.
Yes, we did.
Now I understand why they started playing music, because they knew that the scene was over and we didn't. That would have been much better if we had separated the pages.
It probably would have, because then you could have stood over there and I could have stood over here, and I could have come 90 and you could have come 10, and the whole thing would have really made sense.
We needed to rehearse that.
Unfortunately, this is why we're in television and not film.
That's right. And why we're not allowed on stage.
This is true. Yes, as it was.
That was
terribly uncomfortable.
Terrible.
I'm gonna go take a shower.
That was awkward. It was weird. He slipped me the tongue, by the way. I just
As I do.
It was weird.
As I do, generally. It's a rule of thumb. Or tongue. Don't print that.
Don't.
Can I
ask you a question?
Leave at this point.
Can I ask you a question?
And now I'm just kind of in an awkward position.
You've had kissing scenes.
I've had kissing scenes
in television.
I have. I was on a soap opera.
Oh yeah.
That's all I did.
So there are attractive women that you're having kissing scenes with. Do they slip you the tongue? Do you slip them the tongue?
That's kind of an interesting situation when it comes to the kissing on screen thing.
It's true.
There was a woman, actress, recently, of which I had to kiss on screen. And in rehearsal, we got to the point where we were supposed to lip lock. And she just kind of backed up and she goes, as a rule, no tongue. And I go, duh. And it's a bit of a known thing with actors that it just, you can make it look like but you just kind of keep the tongue in your mouth, and that's relative. Are there any children in the audience today? Nah. Okay. And then after about take 2 or 3, boom, in with the tongue she comes.
And here's the thing, and when that happens, you have no choice but to try to defend yourself.
It's like a mouth game of capture the flag at this point.
Yeah.
And
so when I first got to LA, I didn't know that rule, and I got cast in this movie, this independent movie, and they were doing a chemistry read with my character. So I had been cast, and then they bring in all the girls who are going to potentially play my girlfriend, and they have us read together in front of the director.
So uncomfortable.
It's a very weird,
it's very uncomfortable.
Very weird thing.
Chemistry reads, it's very uncomfortable in general.
It's awkward, and it's like a first date, but you don't have any time to warm up at all.
And you're doing it with an audience of executives in suits.
People watching you. And so anyway, one of the scenes we were doing was a kissing scene, and all of these women that they came in for the audition, they were beautiful, and so I was like, sweet, I'm gonna make out with all of them, and I did. I didn't know the tongue rule. It was terrible for them. It was terrible for them. It was nice for me, but it was a little awkward. Yeah.
There was anybody remember Dark Angel?
Yeah.
There was an episode on that show where my character was in a very elaborate strip club, I guess, with the fish tank with the woman in it. Do you remember this one? Disney movie? And Jessica's character comes up and sits on my lap and is like twirling my hair and doing that whole thing. Well, when I walked into that particular scene, one of the ladies of the club comes up and is like, hey, I missed you, and licks my face. You guys remember this at all?
Yep.
Okay. They auditioned that part on the day.
You mean they had a line of women come in and lick your face?
All of the background, which they hired from a local club. So they were actual strippers, entertainers, as it were. The director thought it would be fun to just have that happen as some thing. And he's like, hey, I need you to come with me for a second. I'm like, okay. He walks me into this room while they're setting up this big giant shot. He's like, so this is the situation. When you walk in, I want one of the girls to come up and give you a hi, how you doing kind of thing. I'm like, all right. And he's like, so we have them all waiting outside. And scantily clad women, 15 of them lined up. And he's like, okay, bring in the first one. And she walks in, I'm talking high heels, short dress, the whole. And he goes, okay, I need you to walk up to him and pretend he is your #1 client. and give them a nice greeting.
So you're how old at this point?
I'm probably 22, 23 years old.
And had your parents told you that when you grew up, you were going to get to go to Los Angeles and be paid to have strippers give you lap dances? This sounds like a good career move.
We'll go to college. So that's what one after the other. And it got to the point where he wasn't quite getting the reaction or the performance that he was hoping for, so he was upping the ante. And he was like, hey, why don't you grab him? And
He wasn't getting the performance from you?
probably,
You were failing to
I was
perform?
shocked. I was like, yeah, so that was, they don't really teach that in acting school, do they?
Not a big part of the curriculum.
Yeah.
There's
So
all sorts of
anyway,
stuff you have to
moral of
learn.
the story, no tongue.